All right, everybody. So this is going to be a shorter lesson today, and we're going to be moving from our customary units to our metric units. Okay? And we're customary units, we had different units for length, capacity, weight. There's a bunch of just different units and different things we have to multiply and divide by. Metric is a lot easier because it's all the same conversions. Everything is the same conversions. Although we have different units, we have liters for capacity, we have grams for weight, and we have meters for distance. It's all the same conversions, and that's what's so great about metric units. So all of our units are going to end in either liters, grams, or meters. Today we're going to be sticking with meters. But they're all going to follow this pattern, and that we call it King Henry. Because right in the middle we see we have our 1 unit, 1 meter in this case. That's the O. 1 meter is right in the middle. As we go to the right, we go down. We get smaller and smaller. As we go to the left, we get bigger and bigger. Does that make sense? As we go to the left, we're getting bigger and bigger. Kilometer is 1,000 meters. A hectometer is 100 meters. Decameter is 10 meters. And then you can see on the bottom here, as we go to the right, we get smaller and smaller. A decimeter is 1/10 of a meter. A centimeter is 100th of a meter. And a millimeter is 1,000th of a meter. 1,000th of a meter. Okay? And we'll get more into this. We'll practice the conversions. But one thing I wanted to show you was a little saying to try and remember this order. It's KHDODCM. And like I said before, we have our King Henry. So we have King Henry. It's a little bit morbid. It's a little bit dark because King Henry died one day chewing mud. This is how I learned it growing up. There's a few different ones, but this is one that I like. If you think of a different one that works for you and you're going to remember it, awesome. Go with that one. But this is the one that works for me. King Henry died one day chewing mud. King Henry died one day chewing mud. That's how we can remember the order of our conversions. Okay? Don't mind me. Just moving. There we go. Nope, that's not where we go. Sorry, everybody. There we go. There we go. So, in order to go... So converting in metric units is almost the same thing as converting in customary units. Meaning that we follow the same pattern for going from a big unit to a small unit or from a small unit to a big unit. So do this along with me. We're going from a small unit to a big unit, we divide. So all along the top, let's do this, that way we remember. We're going from a small unit to a big unit. If we're going to the left, we divide. If we're going to the right, if we're going from a big unit to a smaller unit, we multiply. Force apply, multiply. So if we're going from right to left, a small unit to a big unit, we're dividing. And if we're going from the left to the right, we're going to be multiplying. But here's the easy part. No matter what, whether we're dividing or multiplying, every jump is just by 10. There's nothing too crazy to remember. Sorry about that, guys. There's nothing crazy to remember. Every jump, you're either multiplying or dividing by 10. It's that easy. It's really that simple. We're just multiplying and dividing by 10. Okay? So remember when we were multiplying and dividing with exponents and moving the decimal point? That's where this is going to come into play. So let's say I wanted to go from 5 kilometers, and I wanted to put that into meters. So I'm going from kilometers all the way up here to meters, which would be our 1 meter. If we just have that base unit, that's where our O is. So I would multiply by 10, because I'm going from something big to something small, 1, 2, 3 times. Or by 10 to the third, which is 1,000. So 5 kilometers times 1,000 equals 5,000 meters. Okay? And what about over here with my 54 3/10 meters that I want in kilometers? I would have to divide by that same amount. 1, 2, 3 tens, or 10 to the third, or 1,000. I have to divide. But what's easy about that, if you remember, is we just have to move that decimal point to the, say it with me now, left. 1, 2, 3 times. So 54 3/10 meters turns into 543 10,000ths of a kilometer. Give the rest of the problems on this page a try and see how you do. Pause the video, do the work, and then press play when you want to check. All right, go. All right, how'd you do? Remember, someplace where we might have gotten tricked up was right here. Our little d, m. Decimeters are always lowercase d's. They're over here. Decameters would be a capital T. Okay? That's one thing to keep in mind. All right, if you did well on this and you feel pretty confident with your metric conversions, move on to your practices. If you're still a little bit iffy and you're not really sure if you're ready to move on, come up and join the mini lesson up front and I'll answer your questions then. All right, great work today, everybody. Thanks.